So this is the short video to show how to change the load cell. Need to untie the two screws in the bottom, on this side, on the back. Then you remove the cap, and here you need to lift a little bit the cover and remove this cable here from the motor, this one. So now it's more or less free, and you need to remove also this connector here. Be careful. Okay, so now the cover is on itself, and you have the load cell on the base. You remove the tape and the aluminum foil that is to protect from the magnetic field. Okay, at this point you remove the two big screws on the bottom. They're pretty tight, so you need to unscrew a bit stronger. Okay, so at this point, when you remove both, you will have the load cell and the motor in one end and the base in the other. I suggest to put the two screws already back here with the shim on this way, and we leave this one here. So at this point we need to remove these two screws to have access to the final two screws and the load cell in the end. So at this point you remove these four screws this way, this way, and you will find four shims in between the motor and the support. So keep this on one side together with the screws, and finally you have the last two screws to remove. Okay, and you will find also here two other shims, and you have the load cell now free in your hand. So when you want to, now we do with the same load cell because this is working fine, you'll find that there is an arrow here. This means that you need to put this straight, so the arrow is not on your face, on the other side, and the support need to go this way. So this is correct. But before to do this, if you got the shims mixed, just check the thickness, 91 and 82. So usually the highest one is in the outside part, so you need to put this way. This is the higher and this is the lower one. Put this way, put the screws back on. So now we are mounting back with the new load cell. One and two. Okay, so don't tight at all, just go close, and be sure that when you tie there is no stress in the support, and you tie just a little bit each one, and then you can fix strong enough, not too much but strong enough. Then you just have to do all the process in backward. So you put all the screws in the hole, all the shims, no need for particular attention, these are all the same height. So you just put all back. and we put the motor on again. When you put the motor on, be sure that the arrows is not on your face but on the other side. You put the load cell here, and the motor must have the connector on the face where is the arrow, so on the other way. So this is correct. And then you go with all the screws. As for the load cell, don't tie it in one shot, but just go closer each one and then tie it just in the end. Okay, so now we have the motor and the load cell back. We take again the base with the shim this way, as we did before. We insert hole here and we just tie it a bit, 1 and 2, not full locked, just close to the end, but leave it a bit free, because you need to be sure that you are on the center with the adapter. So take your adapter and be sure that when you tie, the adapter is in the middle of this hole. So, in factory we have a tool to do this automatically, but here you just need to spend a few seconds to be sure that it's in the center. Okay, this is done, so you can remove the adapter. So now you just need to connect the load cell and the cover, but just before, if you want, this is optional, just to be sure that everything is corrected. You put the foil back, you need to wrap the load cell here and just go like this. Okay, so now you take the cover back. The load cell has 4 pins. The white one has to go on the, with the cover in your face, has to go on the outside. So put this cable before, so you can see the white cable is in the outside part, and then you put the motor cable. The motor cable has 2 small teeth, so you cannot put in reverse, but just for you to know, the 2 teeth has to go towards the plate here, so you just need to put it inside. We do just a small click, and now you just need to pull the cover back. You have to push a bit because everything is a bit tight, to be sure that nothing vibrates. So you have all back, put the cover, put back 2 screws, and we're done.